Hello everybody, my name is Kitsada Thatnguenkwien. My student ID is 622115003. I am a student from College of Art, Media and Technology, and this video is a part of course 955201, Learning Through Activity 2. I'm here today to teaching you for my new skill that I have learned. That skill is to use Adobe Photoshop to increase your infographics works, looks more beautiful, or who want to start to build your own work without using any templates from internet. This video will recommend a basic tool with examples that you guys can follow step by step. First of all, you have to open up the Photoshop. The version of Photoshop that I'm using now is Photoshop CS6. I'm not sure that they will have a different interface in different version or not, but it will be in the same position or nearly by words. Today, I will be teaching you to use the Photoshop from the beginning to increase your new work. Start by click here at File and New. In this interface, you can implement your project's name and size of paper here. In presets, they will have some size of page for you, but today I want to create an A4 paper, so I will use custom. Then set the size of paper to 210 wide and 297 high. Don't forget to use in millimeters. In resolution, I don't want to mess up in this too much. This is about your quality of work. So if you set your work with high resolution, your work will have more quality, but it will increase the using of your memory too much. Then when you are in working process, it will take your computer slow down. By the way, I will set the resolution as the same as default setting. In color mode, you have to choose RGB color if you want to create a work with color. But if you want to work with black and white color, you can choose grayscale. Then, in background content, almost of people will choose transparent because your work with the space will have more flexible to draw. After finishes your setting, click at OK to generate the paperwork. Now, you can see your work like this. In this step, I will explain the basic tool for you. I will start at Move Tool. As you know, it's a tool to move the object in your work. You have to drag the object you want. Remember, if you have more than 2 objects and each object is different layer, make sure that you are in the right and in the current layer, like this. If you want to move A, make sure that you are in layer of A. Next is Rectangular Marquee tool. This tool will help you to drag a part of object in blanket picture. Or you can use this tool to pouring paint in the shape you want. If you want different shape, you can right click to see more options. For next tool, have the same function like the previous tool, but it just wants you to create a free-form shape. Next is Magic Wand tool. It's used to select the space you want like this. If you want to delete this space, just press the button Delete on your keyboard. Next is Eyedropper tool. It's used to select the color you want to use from the picture, like this. If you want this color, you just click here and you will see that current color already changed. Next, paint bucket 2. It's used to pouring paint in the shape that you have selected. It feels like program paint. Horizontal type 2 used to create a space to type an alphabet into your work. Then rectangle 2 used to create a shape. It's the same like many tool that if you want to do other shape, you just right click on it, then you will see more options. Okay, now we finished the basic tools that we will learn in this video. Before we start, we will have to find out the color that we want to use. The easiest way is go to Google, then search color palette. You will see a lot of color with perfect matching. Pick one you want. Make sure that it's suitable for your work. After we get our palette, before we start to do anything, I suggest you to create the guideline to make your canvas more stable. Like the left side and the right hand side is easy to manage the object in your canvas by click on the view, then new guide. In the horizontal and the vertical guide, I suggest you to use the 50% both. And you will see the guideline will show up here. Next, you have to open your palette that you already saved. Then you use the mouse here, the first tool, move tool, to drag this picture to our canvas. After you pull it like this, you will see that we will get something wrong. It's just a part because our palette sometimes is bigger or smaller than the canvas. So before we drag, we should hold it with the rectangle like this and do it again. You will see the new layer is very big and you cannot see all of the color, right? But before we will adjust the size, I will delete this layer that's wrong by click at the layer, then delete button. So now we are on the layer 2. We will press at the button Ctrl and T. You will see they have a line to adjust the size. So I will change the size to the normal size in our canvas. I think this size is okay now. so I press enter to save it. Next step is I will use the eyedrop here, eyedropper, to select the darkest color. Then I will use this color that's shown here to be the background color. I will click at the A layer and use the bucket to pouring the color that we just drop it. Then we get the new color of the background. The next step is I want to create the border of our canvas to make it look more dimension and have a depth. So I will create a new layer by click here. Then you will see you will get a new layer, and then I will use rectangular marquee tool to create a rectangular here like this, and the color in this I will use the eyedrop to select the next color, then pour the color on the rectangle. Now you get this one. Next step is I will decorate the border, this border, by using FX here. And you click drop shadow. It will show up the menu like this. Now we will use drop shadow, so I will remove the applying inner glow effect out. Then in drop shadow, you can adjust anything about the shadow that show up here and adjust it to anything you want, you prefer. So I will shape. Okay, when I want to finish this setting, I just press the OK button. Next, I want to create more border, like make it more dimension. So I will create a new layer, like the last step. And use the regular marquee tool to create the rectangle, like the same, and I drop to select the next color and use the bucket to pouring the color inside the object, any object. Now you got the two border. Next step is if I want to use the same setting like the layer 3, so I will right click on the layer 3 and use the command copy layer style. Then click right on the layer 4 and paste the layer style. You will get the shadow like this, and it will make your work more have a dimension and depth and shadow more look interesting. So now I will try to close the eyes of the layer 2 to see our canvas going on, and it look good. The next step is like the last tips. Like when you want to add the text in your canvas, you just click at the T capital here and create a space that you want to and put your any text. So after you put it, you can change the font here and the size here. You also can select here to set it up to the center. Okay, now I already get my canvas like this, so I want it look more interesting. I will Ctrl T to change the size. And now that look good. So next I want to change the color of the text. So I will see what color is suitable for this. We can change the color by click here and drop the color from here. I think it's quite good, but the last color is more interesting, so I decided to use this color. And the next step is you can use the FX to add more effects like the order of objects. So I will play with shadow again. Okay, I will move up a little bit, make it like it's inside of the border. Then I will change the border a little bit. Okay, thank you for your watching. I hope this tip will help you a little bit or not maybe, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.